Welcome to the WGI Virtual Season Weekly Awards Show. WGI applauds all the performers, staff, parents, and administration of every group for pushing to find a way to allow your indoor programs to thrive and grow during this unusual season, all while prioritizing the safety of your members. Although our indoor season looks a little different this year, one aspect stays true: the amazing level of excellence and artistry from all participating groups. Congratulations to everyone involved.
WGI Sport of the Arts is the world's premier organization, producing and governing indoor color guard, percussion, and winds competitions across the globe, where young people bring music to life and achieve the extraordinary through performance and competition. This season would not be possible without the help of our sponsors and partners. WGI Sport of the Arts would like to take a moment to extend thanks to the following corporations for their support throughout this season.
I'm Ron Nankervis, CEO of WGI Sport of the Arts, and I'm here in a very empty UD arena to tell you about our Invest in Indoor fundraising campaign. First of all, I hope you and your family are safe and healthy. That really is what matters most, and we are an organization that is committed to keeping everyone safe until we can all meet again for our 45th anniversary next year. We are a learning community committed to giving young people opportunities to achieve the highest standard of excellence through creativity and teamwork. Since we canceled events due to COVID-19, the board of directors and staff has created a plan that will see WGI through these dark times. Even with our sponsors and partners' unwavering support, the financial strain of canceling dozens of events, including 2 world championships, has been financially devastating to our organization. If you are able, please consider donating to WGI through our Invest in Indoor campaign. A donation of any amount helps continue our mission to educate and inspire young performers around the world through unparalleled competition and events with the spirit of inclusion, personal development, and community. These funds will directly help keep WGI operating with a virtual season this year until we can return to regular events in February of 2022. We hope you will consider a gift to Invest in Indoor at wgi.org/donate. Thank you.
Make plans to join us at wgi.org/donate on Friday, April 16th for the Invest in Indoor mini telethon. This pledge drive will be raising money to help WGI come back to in-person events in 2022.
And now the results from the competition. Beginning with the Winds division. WGI would like to acknowledge all of our Winds groups from this week's event. And now for the results. In Winds Scholastic Regional A Class, in second place, with a score of 62.5, Edison High School. And in first place, with a score of 65.25, Marietta Valley High School. In Winds Scholastic A Class, in 13th place, with a score of 65.5, Elk River Combined Schools. In 12th place, with a score of 67.5, Pinecrest Academy of Nevada Cadence Campus. In 11th place, with a score of 67.75, Sequoia High School. In 10th place, with a score of 69.0, Whitco Junior Senior High School. In 9th place, with a score of 69.75, Corinth Holders High School. In 8th place, with a score of 72.25, Owensboro Catholic High School. In 7th place, with a score of 73.5, Carlisle High School. In 6th place, with a score of 75.25, Washington County High School. In 5th place, with a score of 78.25, Bellevue West High School. In 4th place, with a score of 78.5, Grayson County High School. In 3rd place, with a score of 79.0, Joshua High School. In 2nd place, with a score of 80.0, Greenwood High School. And in 1st place, with a score of 81.5, Cleveland High School. In the Winds Independent A Class, in 1st place, with a score of 83.5, Davies County High School. In Winds Scholastic Open Class, in 8th place, with a score of 74.0, Perry High School. In 7th place, with a score of 83.5. 83.5, Morton High School. In 6th place, with a score of 84.0. 84.0, Mount Juliet High School. In 5th place, with a score of 85.5. 85.5, Westfield High School. In 3rd place, we have a tie with a score of 86.0. 86.0, Jupiter High School and Keller Central High School. In 2nd place, with a score of 88.0. 88.0, Miamisburg High School. And in 1st place, with a score of 88.75. 88.75, Palm Beach Gardens High School. In the Winds Independent Open Class, in 2nd place, with a score of 75.25, Inertia Independent wins. And in 1st place, with a score of 77.5, 77.5, Horizon wins. In the Winds Scholastic World Class, in 3rd place, with a score of 87.25, 87.25, Greenfield Central High School. In 2nd place, with a score of 91.5, 91.5, Cleveland High School. And in 1st place, with a score of 94.25, 94.25, Avon High School. The following WINS groups will join those groups who previously qualified from Week 3 for the semifinals B event on Saturday and Sunday, April 10th and 11th. Your Week 4 semifinalists are, in the Concert Winds Scholastic A Class, La Platta High School. In the Concert Winds Scholastic World Class, Avon High School Woodwinds. In the Winds Scholastic Regional A Class, Edison High School. And Murrieta Valley High School. In the Winds Scholastic A Class, Carlisle High School. Cleveland High School, Corinth Holders High School, and Elk River Combined Schools. In the Winds Scholastic Open Class, Jupiter High School, Mount Juliet High School, Palm Beach Gardens High School, Perry High School, and Westfield High School. In the Winds Independent Open Class, Horizon wins. In the Winds Scholastic World Class, Cleveland High School and Greenfield Central High School. For a complete listing of semifinalists, please visit WGI.org. WGI congratulates all of the WINS groups in this week's competition. Moving on to the percussion division. WGI would like to acknowledge all of our percussion ensembles from this week's event. The following percussion ensembles will join those groups who previously qualified from weeks 1, 2, and 3 for the Semifinals A event on Saturday and Sunday, April 3rd and 4th. Your Week 4 semifinalists are: in the Scholastic Marching Regional A class, Edison High School and Washington County High School. In the Independent Marching Regional A class, Albany Indoor Percussion Ensemble. In the Scholastic Marching A class, DeKalb High School, Father Ryan High School, Hempfield High School, Lee's Summit High School, Londonderry High School, New Milford High School, Northeastern Combined Schools, Oakleaf High School, Pacifica High School, V.R. Eaton High School, Walden Grove High School, West Milford High School, and Westfield High School. In the Independent Marching A class, Carolina Storm Indoor Percussion, Rochester Lords, and Southwest Mississippi Community College. The following percussion ensembles will join those groups who previously qualified from weeks 1, 2, and 3 for the Semifinals B event on Saturday and Sunday, April 10th and 11th. Your Week 4 semifinalists are: in the Scholastic Concert Open class, Corinth Holders High School, Moon Area High School, and Plainfield High School. In the Scholastic Marching Open class, Azle High School, Central Crossing High School, Decatur Central High School, Greenfield Central High School, Los Alamitos High School, Plainfield High School, South Forsyth High School, Sparkman High School, Trumbull High School, and Zionsville Community High School. In the Independent Marching Open class, Civitas Independent and Flux Indoor Percussion. In the Scholastic Marching World class, Avon High School and Franklin Central High School. For a complete list of semifinalists, please visit WGI.org. WGI congratulates all of the percussion semifinalists. And now for the Color Guard Division. WGI would like to acknowledge all of our Color Guard groups from this week's event. In the Color Guard Division, WGI would like to recognize all of those color guards who received an excellent rating. WGI would also like to recognize all of those color guards who received a superior rating. The following color guards will join those groups who previously qualified from Week 3 for the semifinals B event on Saturday and Sunday, April 10th and 11th. Your Week 4 semifinalists are in the Scholastic Junior class, Clements JV Middle School, Knox Junior High School, Lake Orion Middle School Junior, Live Oak Junior High School, McCalla Junior High School JV, Phoenix Elementary, and Silverbrook Intermediate School. In the Scholastic Regional A class, Aledo High School JV, Arlington High School, Cabot High School, Coppell High School JV2, Cypress Creek High School, Douglas County High School, Frisco Centennial High School Varsity, George Rogers Clark High School, Greater Latrobe Senior High School, Keller Central High School JV, Kiski Area High School, Lake Orion High School JV, Mo and Jean Johnson High School JV, Montwood High School, Nation Ford High School, West Jordan High School, and Wiley East High School. In the Independent Regional A Class, Kent City. In the Scholastic A Class, Aledo High School, Bartram Trail High School, Broswell High School Varsity, Bryan High School, Cedar Ridge High School, Easley High School, Edwardsville High School, Franklin High School, Tennessee, Haddon Heights High School, Jupiter High School, Kettering Fairmont High School, Lake Orion High School, Lanier High School, Mo and Jean Johnson High School, Prosper High School, Reedy High School, West Harrison High School, Woodbridge High School, and Wiley High School. In the Independent A Class, Dolce Independent Winter Guard, Extraordinaire d'Ensemble, Gem State Independent Winter Guard, Malachi A, Reverie A, Royal Guard, Smithfield Selma Independent, the University of Memphis Winter Guard, and the University of Northern Iowa Winter Guard. In the Scholastic Open Class, Coppell High School, Green Hope High School, Hendrickson High School, Marian Catholic High School, Westfield High School, Indiana, and Zionsville Community High School. In the Independent Open Class, Alta Maria Winter Guard, Atlas Winter Guard, Mainline Independent, and Pegasus Winter Guard A. In the Scholastic World Class, Miamisburg High School and Somerville High School. And in the Independent World Class, Lake Area Independent, Malachi, and UCF Pegasus World. For a complete listing of semifinalists, please visit WGI.org. WGI congratulates all of the Color Guard semifinalists.
I'm not built to walk away.
I'm not built to sit still.
I'm not built to stand aside.
I'm not built to speak softly.
I'm built for one thing.
Thank you for tuning into the WGI Virtual Award Show. Join us again next week for more results from the 2021 WGI Virtual Season. Be sure to follow us on all our social channels and check out WGI.org for behind-the-scenes coverage of our virtual events. And please continue to do your part to ensure we can be together in the near future. Socially distance, wear a mask, and wash your hands. Thank you and good night.
How can you save time when informing your team